We're gonna start off by making a basic marinara sauce so we could dip our sliders in it. So let's get into this. You could use some olive oil, like maybe a half a teaspoon or maybe a teaspoon, but I'm gonna lightly hit my pan with some extra virgin olive oil spray. And that's just how I'm doing it. So to each its own. So what I'm gonna be using right here is some fire roasted diced tomatoes. I actually just wanted to try these out because I never had these tomatoes before, so that's why I'm using them. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this right here. This is Hunt's tomato paste. It's basil, garlic, and oregano. So you could get the regular, just plain tomato paste, do whatever you want, but I'm just trying this out because it was good for the price, and why not? You know, it's just extra herbs, extra flavor, so let's do it. So I have this right here. I just scooped probably about 2 tablespoons out, and I'm just gonna put it in there like that. So now I'm gonna be adding in my dry basil leaves, and you want to use dry because it has a different flavor from the fresh. And I'm going to be using fresh for my actual slider, and I'm gonna be using it in replace of lettuce and or any greens. So this is what I'm using for my marinara, and I just like the taste. So I'm just using a regular tablespoon here, eyeballing it. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons in because I want a good strong flavor. This is a dipping sauce, so I want to go really strong with the flavor. So I have a large garlic here, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this grate and just grate it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put some pepper in here. I'm going to salt it. I'm using sea salt. While it's cooking and just bringing out all that flavor, I'm gonna actually blend it up right now in the pan. I have it on a very low heat, and it's just basically simmering. So let's do this. And just be careful. Perfect marinara for pasta, for dipping sauces, for anything you want to do with it. It is amazing. I already did a taste test. It's so delicious. This is 1 pound of ground chicken. I'm not going to be using chicken breast or anything like that. Keep in mind, this is non-traditional. This is a chicken Parmesan slider. So I came up with my own idea, and this is how I'm doing it. So this is a ground chicken, and then let's add our ingredients, and then we're going to mix this up and make some patties. I have the dry basil. I'm going to be adding 2 scoops. I'm going to be using this right here. This is some chicken flavor bouillon. This one tastes great. I do highly recommend this powder bouillon. It just adds a really good flavor to stuff. So I'm going to be doing probably maybe a half a teaspoon of this because we don't want to overpower it with the flavor, but just give it that hint of flavor. I'm going to eyeball it, but if you feel more comfortable using real measuring spoons, this is going to be probably half of a teaspoon or maybe a teaspoon. I'm going to add my pepper. Add just a touch of sea salt. What's a chicken Parmesan slider without Parmesan cheese? And of course, I'm going to be using this Kraft grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to be adding this right here. This is the Parmesan Great Value. It's finely shredded Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to be probably adding maybe 1/3 cup of this. Last of all, I'm going to be adding some garlic, of course. So I have my grate right here, or my grater. I have 1 large clove, and I'm going to go ahead and just do this and grate it in the bowl. So let's just mix this up. This is how it's going to look after you're done mixing, and let's get to making these patties. I have some parchment paper here, and what I'm going to do is just lightly toss some of this Parmesan cheese on here, which is the Kraft. grated kind, just so my patties don't stick to it. I'm also gonna sprinkle the top of them just for flavor. I'm gonna lightly spray this with some extra virgin olive oil. I have my griddle on 375 and I'm gonna crisp this up, let it cook, and then flip it, do the same to the other side, make sure it's fully cooked, and then we're gonna move on to our buns and we're gonna put this slider all together and it's gonna be delicious, believe me. While it's cooking, I'm actually going to go ahead and pan spray this side because I'm gonna flip it. This is what you're looking for right here. You want it to be crispy, not too brown, just golden. I'm gonna go ahead and lightly brush these with some garlic butter. This is what I found at Winco, and they're just dusted, I think, with flour or something, but these are potato dinner rolls, and they're the perfect size. I just want to try them out because they're the perfect size for a slider. I have my patties pushed to the side because I'm going to warm my buns and lightly brush them with some garlic butter. And while I'm doing that with my buns, I'm actually going to put on some fresh mozzarella, which it does matter because it just makes it that much more different as far as that pop and taste. So I'm going to put that on there, get it going so it melts and it's all ready for the buns. I'm going to just lay my dinner rolls down, get them heated up on the other side. I'm gonna lightly brush them with this garlic butter I made with the, I cannot believe it's not butter, the light one. You could use real butter if you like. I added 1 clove of garlic shredded, and then I actually added a bit of sea salt. That's it, simple. And I'm going to just brush the top of these down the bottoms. I'm also going to brush my mozzarella. I gave my dinner rolls a flip just so I could lightly toast the other side. I'm gonna lightly season with sea salt and black pepper. The top of my mozzarella. For my sliders, I have just some basil on the bottom. And we toasted them with some garlic butter, so they're gonna have a lot of taste. And yeah, so this is fresh basil. And we're just gonna top it off with the actual patty and the melted mozzarella. Okay, so here's the sliders. They're topped with mozzarella cheese and they're on some nice buttery, garlic buttery dinner rolls. The base is actually just some fresh basil leaves and it's buttery and garlicky on top and bottom. And my mouth is watering right now, so sorry if I sounded kind of crazy. But if you can smell it over here, it just smells delicious. So this is some Alfredo linguine, and I did top it with some chipotle sauce and a pepper. And keep in mind, this is non-traditional. I'm just making some good sides to go with the sliders. And then I have some mozzarella sticks here with my marinara sauce that I made. And then you could dip your mozzarella sticks in there and your sliders, and if you want more, there's more in the bowl. And yeah, so this is how it came out. I've already gave it a taste test and it's amazing. These are some really good sliders, and I may be sharing the recipe for this right here in an upcoming video because it's amazing as well. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this and I hope you try it because you're gonna love it and it tastes delicious, and I'll see you in my next upload.